Good afternoon and welcome to News 9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, Melkote MLA Puttanaya is leading a farmers' agitation against the formation of the Kaveri Management Board. The farmers are protesting by blocking the Mysore-Bengaluru highway. Now, Puttanaya has accused the BJP of striking a tacit understanding with the AIADMK to help it muster a majority in the Rajya Sabha. He also went ahead to say that the issue of Kaveri water is being fought in the Supreme Court and hence the government should not be allowed to form a panel. He also warned that this could result in bad relations between both the states, that's Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Puttanaya also warned that the people will go for an intensified agitation if the government brings the board into existence. In fact, Melkote MLA Puttanaya is leading a farmers' agitation against the formation of the Kaveri Management Board. The farmers are protesting by blocking the Mysore-Bangalore highway. Puttanaya has accused the BJP of striking a tacit understanding with the AIADMK to help it muster a majority in the Rajya Sabha. He also went ahead to say that the issue of Kaveri water is being fought in the Supreme Court and hence the government will not be allowed to form a panel. He also warned that this could result in bad relations between the two states. Puttanaya also warned that the people will go for an intensified agitation if the government brings the board into existence. Now, freedom fighter Doraiswamy, who has been spearheading the protest against dumping of garbage at Mandur landfill, called up the district in charge minister Ramlinga Reddy. The veteran freedom fighter accused the minister of ignoring his calls, and when he did speak to him, he did not respond properly to his questions. He has now requested Ramlinga Reddy to revoke Section 144 imposed at Mandur, to which Ramlinga Reddy did not respond positively. He also said that land mafia is behind the dumping of garbage at the landfill and challenged the minister, mayor and other officials to spend 3 months at Mandur. In fact, freedom fighter Doraiswamy, who has been spearheading the protest against dumping of garbage at Mandur landfill, called up the district in charge minister Ramlinga Reddy. The veteran freedom fighter accused the minister of ignoring his calls, and when he did speak to him, he did not respond properly to his questions. He requested Ramlinga Reddy to revoke Section 144 imposed at Mandur, to which Ramlinga Reddy did not respond positively. He also said that land mafia is behind the dumping of garbage at landfills and challenged the minister, mayor and other officials to spend 3 months at Mandur. In fact, veteran freedom fighter, in fact, has tried to contact Bengaluru in charge Minister Ramlinga Reddy, and he says that Mr. Reddy did not respond to him positively. Various sections of societies, NGOs, and basically individuals are trying to fight for the rights of residents of Mandur. Basically, they are trying to stop the government and the BBMP from dumping garbage in Mandur landfill. In fact, for more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Bansi. Bansi, veteran freedom fighter Doraiswamy has accused Bengaluru in charge minister of not speaking to him properly and also not responding properly to his questions. Bansi, if you can hear me, Doraiswamy has now come out with allegations against Bengaluru in charge minister Ramlinga Reddy. Can you give us more information on that?
Well, Nolan, the situation is that the Mandur impasse continues. The Mandur impasse continues, and even as the villagers, the residents have tried to talk to the government, now the latest move is that they have spoken to the freedom fighter, Mr. Dorswamy, and Mr. Dorswamy has taken up the issue. And following that, he personally called up Mr. Ramlinga Reddy, who is city in charge minister, and Mr. Dorswamy was not too pleased with his answers, because what Mr. Dorswamy is seeking is that garbage dumping be stopped immediately, and Ramlinga Reddy has not given him any such assurance, and he was not too happy with the response from Mr. Ramlinga Reddy. And this is Mr. Dorswamy's position, that whatever the response of the government is not clear. In fact, let's understand that this issue would need a more proactive response from the government, which is what Mr. Dorswamy is looking forward to. Will the government respond is the question. Until now, they have not, Nolan.
So the basic issue over here is that the government really does not know what's to be done now. They do not have any ready alternate.
Well, Nolan, you're talking of two governments, because one is the city government, which is headed by the mayor. The other is the state government, which is headed by the chief minister. Now, the issue is before the city government, and Ramlinga Reddy is overseeing the city government. So essentially, both the agencies, the city government and the state government, both of which are elected bodies, both of which will have to now engage in this, because nobody wants Bengaluru's garbage to be in Bengaluru. But let's not burden the residents of Mandur with our garbage. That seems to be the line of thinking of the people. But will the governments agree on that is a question, Nolan.
Right, and Bansi, what's the situation in Mandur as of now, since Section 144 has been imposed?
Well, Nolan, the situation in Mandur is not much different from what it was yesterday or the day before. Because once Section 144 is in place, then the situation is very much the same. Section 144 continues, people cannot protest. So the situation much less continues to be just the same, Nolan.
Now, this is also one of his demands, that Section 144 should be revoked, and that could also be one of the reasons why the minister did not want to respond to him properly.
Well, Nolan, the city administration has, in all its wisdom, clamped down Section 144, because if the residents protest and do not allow the garbage to be lifted from Bengaluru and to be dumped there, that means the garbage dumps in Bengaluru would just pile up with garbage, which nobody wants. So the city administration, in all its wisdom, has clamped with Section 144, and Mr. Dorswamy can only petition the city administration and ask them to change or revise their position. Will that happen? Will they consider his plea? We will have to wait and see.
Right, Bansi, thank you very much for all those details. Well, in fact, we have some big news coming in now. A Malaysian tourist allegedly raped in Jaipur. This is the big news that we're now tracking. A Malaysian tourist allegedly raped in Jaipur. Malaysian tourist allegedly raped by her guide. The cops have recorded the victim's statement, and the accused has been nabbed by the police. In fact, this is the big news that your channel is now tracking. A Malaysian tourist allegedly raped in Jaipur. Malaysian tourist allegedly raped by her own guide. The cops have recorded the victim's statement, and the accused has been nabbed.